So if I can go back 10 years ago and give myself some advice on how to operate as an entrepreneur, the first thing that I would tell myself is, man, you handsome. But no, just kidding. The first thing that I would tell myself is it is a marathon and not a sprint. When it comes to social media and YouTube and things of that nature, people have the game mixed up when it comes to the real ins and outs when it comes to operating a business. Operating a business is hard. Being an entrepreneur is hard. However, you have people out there that's deeming it to be the sexiest thing on the earth, when in actuality, sometimes entrepreneurship is as sexy as a root canal. It's as sexy as a heart transplant. And from my understanding, those things aren't sexy in any way, shape, or form. But understand that every day there's a lesson that needs to be learned. Every day do an account of the wins and the losses that occurred throughout the day, and take those losses and figure out how to turn them into wins. Okay. Don't be fooled with a lot of people out here when it comes to thinking that entrepreneur is all about flash and glamour and glitz and showing up in your Lambo and things of that nature. Entrepreneurship is about serving your customers and grinding through the trouble. You know, you never highlight, or you never see the person who had to let go of his or her employees because they couldn't make payroll, but did what they needed to do. So the next month they was able to hire them back. There's been so many rags to riches stories when it came to during the pandemic, where people have fallen. They had to let people go, but then they grinded and did everything that they needed to do to get their employees hired again. And those stories aren't highlighted as much, right? That's why anytime I'm on social media and I look at someone who deems to be an entrepreneur, I kind of do a deeper dive if need be, or I have somebody else do that deeper dive just to see if they're the real deal. And 7 times out of 10, they're not. If they weren't on Instagram, or if they didn't have an X amount of followers or trying to keep with those followers, they wouldn't be doing what most people are doing just to keep their business open, right? There's a high level of patience. Patience is a talent at the end of the day. It's just, you have to have patience, and patience is a gift like anything else, right? Because you may be in a situation where you've been putting in the work and you are moving as fast as a turtle, where you see other individuals that that aren't putting in half of the work, but they are quote unquote moving as fast as the jet. Don't look too into those individuals, because just like anything else, a jet will run out of fuel, right? So you have to make sure that you are in it for the long run, and you to understand the reasons why you want to be an entrepreneur. If it's for other people, or do I say to impress other people, you need to get that shit up right now, right? Because when you are by yourself in an office and putting in work, that's going to separate you from most individuals. That's going to let people know that you are putting in that work and you deserve the customers that you say that you want at the end of the day. I've been in business for about 10 years, and I'm just starting to get a breakthrough of clients, notoriety, visibility, but I just don't take those little wins and lighten up. I want to go even harder. I've invested money in this office space, so I want to make sure that I can give you guys more content, more real content, more consistent content, to let you know that it is hard being an entrepreneur. And it's even harder being an entrepreneur, a husband, a father. I don't take anything from it, but it's not as pretty as most people deem it to be. And I'll go against toe to toe with anyone who feels that it's all about showcasing, you know, the glamour part without showing the grind. One thing that really impresses me, it's not the highs that people get, it's the actual lows. Get on your camera or start to film when you are at the brink of your business folding and you are still transparent and still standing tall. That's how you'll get my overall praise, right? But most people aren't going to do that. But once again, for the person that asked me this, if I can go back 10 years ago when I first started my business, I would tell myself that running a business is a marathon and not a sprint. Later.